the first underbelly series is on television. It's like Australian sort of folklore. I can't remember what that Polly was called, but he got shot.
I think.
And no one.
Finish.
He was tied up with all of the marijuana growing up around Grafton and all of that. So he would have been done for a fair amount of weed, I think. And he even had a couple of honourable mentions on Australia's Most Wanted over the years. At one stage, he was the number one man in Australia for being wanted. But
now, Az, can I deflate your balloon there for a second?
Oh, please do.
Are you referring to politician Donald McKay?
That's the one, isn't it?
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
No. Wrong. That's the second. Okay. That's the second underbelly, and you're referring to Griffith.
Ah, fuck it.
I'll just give you the rope.
See?
You tie that around you. I tried to stop you, but you continue.
Cut that out and post.
You want no, fuck no.
Yep. No,
oh fuck no. What do you reckon, Jena?
So close, but so far.
Do you think it should stay in?
Yes.
Oh.
It's staying in.
Good.
There we go. Now we're getting a rant out of him. Hang on, let me just play the fucking intro. Here it comes.
And now we come to the most important part of tonight's program. Duck for cover.
There it is. Go on, have a fucking whinge.
You could have fucking stopped me.
I tried.
You could have said, hey,
I tried.
You've got your fucking shit in a twist. You're wrong.
I tried.
Rare. I don't often wrong, but, whatever.
No,
you.
I tried. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
I tried to tell you. Griffith in the 70s. Donald McKay. Come on, Az.
No. All right.
I thought you were a fan of You've changed, man. Since you haven't had your hair cut, you fucking changed. Locked up in that.
I want a fucking haircut. That's all I fucking want, man. This is fucking bullshit. I'm so sick of this shit. Like, it's dragging my brain power out of me. It's like reverse fucking Solomon or whatever his fucking name was.
Do you mean Samson?
Yeah.
Oh, but you know all about it, Solomon, Samson.
Apparently fucking don't.
Jesus Christ. And look, anyway, fuck me. Anyway, we've had a segment into segment here. So basically, he's from Yugoslavia. He's probably going to get deported back there, all that kind of thing. But do you want to know something funny about old mate here, though?
What?
It's not immediately clear which country he's going to be deported to because he is not an Australian citizen. The newspaper said immigration officials gave up looking for him in 2008, granted him residency in Australia. How would that slip through the cracks, though? Like, you got the beak chasing him, you got the oink after him, and then they can't find him. Disappears out of the jail and does handyman job for 30 years.
Well, that's the problem. No cash in a bloody lockdown society. It's not like you can go and get a Medicare card and a fucking bank account, is it? Really?
No, not these days. No, that's right. I want to see the underbelly on old bloody Desic here. Drago Desic.
Pretty interesting.
Can you imagine that? Steve Britton gets on there, does the voice like, for 30 years he was on the run from the cops, on the lam. But fixing fences and painting little cottages. The story of Drago Desic, soon to 9. Did you see that other thing, Australian Gangster, as well, by the way, that Seven Network did the other day?
No.
It was stupid. I'll just say it.
Was it based on a true story or something?
Yeah, based on a true story, but they just didn't do it right.
When's Channel 7 ever done anything fucking right?
Wheel of Fortune, I used to like that. Baby John.
Yeah, Baby John.
They used to be good when they had the station close overnight.
Oh, snap.
And that brings us to the end of today's programming on Midstate Television. We hope that you've enjoyed today's programs and will join us again tomorrow. Until then, from all of us at Midstate Television, we wish you a very good night.
That's how I remember TV. You remember TV used to go to bed? It was the best thing about it. And you'd wake up fresh with a bit of fucking aggro. It was the TV back then was the best as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, good call, Jena. Fuck.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be good.
With Benny and Az.
As just to wrap this up really quickly, a study was done. 1,200 people took part of it. And basically 40% of respondents reckon that they would do the horizontal poker dancing with a robot. That's right, I've said it. They said that they wanted to fuck a robot, 40% of them.
Did they take the robot out for dinner first?
I don't know. I don't even think they asked for consent or that kind of thing. But, do you know, they're not worrying about robot rights at this stage. No. 40% of them said they'd have sex. A humanoid robot, that is, not like something that looks like a toaster or a computer.
Yeah, not a fucking machine.
No, exactly right. But it probably would turn out to be a fucking machine, though. They also reckon that 33% or 32% of those people reckon that college graduates, reckon that AI is going to take over their jobs, and that they reckon that AI should overtake air traffic control.
Until you need a critical Windows update and like planes fall out of the sky, I don't think that's a great idea.
That's right.
No, it should always be human oversight.
Yep. Okay. Now let's move on to Megan Rudolph, because Randolph, I should say, because I've been wanting to talk about her all podcast.
All right.
She's mad and she's devastated. In her own words, her confidence has been rocked. Now, she's a model from Layton in Utah, and she's the victim of a scam. But the scam artist wasn't after her money so much more than her dignity and her hair. She reckons she hasn't left the house, and she doesn't plan on leaving the house until she can figure out something, and she knows that that's silly, but she's now completely bald. It started with a text message from a stranger, and she told the local TV station she just doesn't give out a phone number to strangers, but this one already knew her name, and Ashley had been referred to her. Now, before the conversation was over, Randolph said she's been convinced to shave her own head down to the skin and her and her eyebrows in exchange for a couple of $1,000. Now,
silly woman.
She was hesitant at first. Now, this is the kind of, thing where maybe you could get this out on OnlyFans, but it helped the scammer's cause that she hasn't been able to work consistently since she was in a car crash in the late 2020 year. But even a few hundred, certainly a couple of $1,000 would help her out. Now, that money never came, and the person misrepresenting herself as an agent of Redken Beauty and Hair Care products vanished, along with the phone number, which is now out of service. So all she's got to show for her troubles and photos is videos and photos of her shaving her head and her eyebrows, which she does in the bathroom. Now, look.
So they convinced her not only to do it, but to take like model photos and video of her doing it, like a demo reel.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Now, he said all the way down, however, that's not a porno. That's not a vibrator, that's clippers. Oh, my God, she's going to do her eyebrow.
Eyelashes. You ready?
Yep. This is the kind of... She's cutting her eyebrow off, shaving it off. This is the kind of thing that you do to drunken mates at a party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get a texter and draw, write fuck on their face and draw dicks and shit.
Big eyebrows. How cool does that look?
She's an idiot. Utah, don't go there. Seriously. Why would you? Now, she goes, you've got to be careful with phone scammers. Well, no shit. Every single day, I get 4 or 5 attempts going,
we're calling from the NBN because you've got the hackers on your account.
No, I don't. This is the reason why I got rid of my... I don't plug the home phone in.
No, we've unplugged ours too. It's fucking shit.
Let me give you the biggest tip in the world, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the Burble right here, right now. If you've got an iPhone, for example, like I do, if the phone number's not in your phone, someone can ring you and it doesn't disturb you. It's a silent ring. And if they don't leave a message, well, that's their fucking dumb luck, because I'm not going to ring them back. You ring them back, they'll charge like $48,000 to your phone because of some scam thing. Never, ever apply to them. Ever. Do you know what I mean? The NBN scam, the bloody one saying, you know, there's fraud with your tax file number. How can there be fraud with your tax file number?
And why are you paying back the Australian government with gift cards? I never understood that.
Why are you meeting dickheads in a park to exchange gift cards over? Or why have you given it on the phone for bloody 5 hours saying they're with the Telstra?
Because the hackers are in your machine and I need access to your machine.
Piss off. Dead set. Like, I need to be here tomorrow and just sit my phone down and turn off the bit where it will reject the call, get one, and then completely and utterly jack it into the machine here so I can get a recording of it. I'd love to play along. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to see if I can do that. Anywho. This was a kind of weird burble due to the fact that I can't actually see Jena's face sitting across from me. I've got a laptop on a stand. Another COVID one down. Be good. Just go and get bloody vax so I can go camping, please.
Yeah, I just want to go and slip a lazy 20 in a poker machine while drinking a beer. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, look,
and get a fucking haircut.
Yeah, exactly right. Although what I'm going to do, the final thing that I actually want to do as a young TikToker in Sydney who's also a chemist, what he's done is he's come out and he reckons he's got a good solution to the anti-vax type of thing. Right. And I've got the audio, actually, if you want me to play it. Here it is.
Okay, so I have a solution to the vax versus anti-vax situation we're in right now. I'm so sick of this argument, the pro-vaccines and the anti-vaccines and whatnot. So I suggest a compromise. So those who are pro-vaccine want to use the vaccine to gain immunity against the virus. Those who are anti-vax want to get exposed to the virus so they can gain immunity naturally. I suggest we meet somewhere in the middle, right? Why don't we just expose people to a weakened version of the virus or just pieces of the virus so that people can naturally gain immunity without all the risks of them being exposed to the full virus? And we know this is safe because this was done back in the 1700s by a guy named Edward Jena, who is known as the father of immunology. This guy exposed a small boy to cowpox in order to protect him from smallpox. And the boy never fell ill anytime he was actually exposed to smallpox afterwards. So let me know what you guys think, because I think this is the perfect compromise between the two arguments.
Yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think about what he said there?
Natural selection.
It's a great idea. If only they had some way of doing that, exposing people to either weakened or destroyed parts of the virus so their body could build an immunity to it. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Oh, I know what that is. Let's hold a protest in Sydney and get exposed to it.
Fucking idiots.
I'm Benny.
I'm Az.
I'm Jena.
We're out of here. See ya.
Say bye.
Is it over yet?
The answer is yes.
Oh, thank God for that. Hit us up on the socials and check us out at theburble.com.au. And don't forget to subscribe and share us with all your mates.
Thank you for sharing.
And here's the good news. They're back next week. Really? That's good news?
It's great news.
Here's the taste.
Fuck.
Oh, nice.